So how my how that day started off basically. We were originally we were doing like parking lots basically. Uh it was pretty tough for me. I never do good in parking lots. So basically it was a little bit hard for me. I was going around, I was praying, I was keeping up, but I just felt like I wasn't doing anything, of course. But then after a while I started to notice that, like, I was giving him like fake prayers. So like I just stopped and I basically paused and I gave like a real prayer, and like I actually just kind of like hid behind a car or something and prayed basically. And then after that I noticed God was listening to me. So like I tested him like a few times. I was like, okay, if you want me to stay in this parking lot any longer, give me a book with this person. And I would run up to them, they would give me a book. And of course I was still thinking, I was like, okay, this seems a little bit too fake. So I was like, give me 2 books this time. And then of course, like, I ran up to the person and I canvassed them. At first they said no, and I walked away. And then they called me back, and then they bought a book for me, and then the second person bought a book. So I knew God was listening to me that day basically. So then after that, she did end up moving me after a while, and we went to another parking lot. But this time, like, I knew God was working with me. So like I was reaching out to a lot of people, I was talking with them. I was trying, my best. I still wasn't getting books out, but then I ran into like this like kind of predicament. So in this like area, there is like cultural differences basically. So we know like certain people, they'll just come up and try to help you. So like I saw like a black family, I was like, okay, they're gonna help me. And then I saw an Asian family and I was like, I don't know, like they may or may not help me. So I was like, okay, I prayed about it, and the Asian family was the first one I was walking to. So I walked up to them first and I canvassed him, and he didn't give me any emotion. He was just straight. He was like, and then he gave me like the Asian accent. He was like, oh, okay, like I don't really speak English that good. And I was like, oh, okay. But then like I told him I was part of the Mansfield Seventh-day Adventist Church, and he was like, oh, you should have just said that. And he started speaking like perfect English. He was like, oh, okay, like, oh, like I'm about to actually come and preach at your church. And yeah, he just went on about telling me basically how he was, really looking for youth out there. And like at first, like I gave him 2 books, so like he gave me 20. But then like he reached in his wallet and gave me like $100 bill basically. I was like, whoa, okay, like wow, like God's working right now. So I was like, all right. And before, like in the evening, I wasn't getting anybody to buy books, so I was just giving books out. So like I was under. So like that literally just like boosted me right back up again, and I was able to continue canvassing and just talking with others. And I felt God was with me. He had my back basically for the whole morning. So yeah, after that, like he even told me, so like my passion is music. So he even told me his sister was a music therapist, and that's the career I was heading after. So yeah, basically I was able to not only be blessed through canvassing right then, I was blessed for my future. So he like opened basically a gateway of many blessings.